There is no doubt that CSGO is a great game and one of the most popular FPS games to hit the 21st century. But did you know that Valve has been putting out game updates through presidential candidate Donald Trump's campaign to fix the problems you may be facing? Here are 10 changes Trump is making to CSGO you won't believe. Number 7. This is what most of the internet is like now. There's like this small percentage of people on YouTube who post helpful tips, guides, or humor, while the majority of YouTube is just yelling, shock humor, making fun of the mentally or physically disabled. In this meme,
it's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay? No more! Where the fuck are your parents?
what you can say. Also, the clickbait now is just unreal. I don't know what happened in the past year, but people who cheat the system get away with it much easier now, as long as you put some effort in. And this really has nothing to do with the video, but I just wanted to get you guys' opinion on it. I don't view YouTube as much anymore, so tell me, what do you guys' happiness percentage on like a scale of 1 to 10? Anyway, on a better note, I started playing CSGO again. Just a few games on my evenings throughout the week, and I kind of noticed like this gloom in the community. A lot of players have left due to other games coming out, such as Overwatch. Also, the Operation that came out a few months ago has definitely become stale. And once again, we start to remember why this game needs not only cosmetic updates, but gameplay updates. CSGO definitely has its own flaws. There are still many cheaters that riddle the game. Valve has pretty much put a band-aid on the cheaters in matchmaking with Prime matchmaking. In this system, players can add their phone number to their account to sort of verify themselves. It doesn't really fix the issue. If you don't opt into Prime, there are still cheaters and smurfs, except it's more saturated. Even with Prime, you are bound to run into a cheater. That is just the nature of the game. This is the #1 issue I find in CSGO, and it also is the hardest to fix. CSGO is a well-aged game, and cheat devs have had quite the time to perfect their code. But I think the time is now, with how big CSGO has become, to update the AntiCheat and make it more intrusive. And we already have a platform to do so, Prime Beta. Prime Beta can be a stage 4 beta client that assists on fighting cheaters and also assists on testing future updates. I'm sure you remember the R8 revolver, aka the pocket op. Things like this could be avoided. Also, it would be a great way for Valve to get feedback for the game. If you ask me, in the last 2 years, CSGO has had many well-accepted cosmetic changes, but every time Valve changes gameplay, it's almost like they don't play the game themselves. In early December of 2015, Valve released an update changing pistol and rifle mechanics. And after an outcry from the community, the update was reverted. There was some great ideas in that update. They made the pistols inaccurate while running, nerfing the annoying 5.7 and Tech 9. But that update wasn't well executed, and some flaws such as more randomness with the rifle accuracy tipped the scales. Also, the pellet shooter, known as the Glock, was nerfed. So more people ask the question, does Valve even test their updates? Since then, Valve hasn't really touched weapon balance or gameplay of CSGO at all. It's been kind of like swept under the rug, except recently with this just very not well thought of adding of a low ammo sound to every weapon in the game. I'm pretty sure it's to help new players, but others can hear the sound it makes too. Was this really needed? Never have I seen players ask for this feature. I understand that CSGO is reaching a new audience with new players, but maybe reconcile with the current player base to ensure it's wanted, or even make it optional. Anyway, getting that out the way, I would like to see some rework on the pistols. They are very strong for what you buy them for. Valve needs to spend time working on every pistol and its purpose and ensure it fits into the meta. There are some things like this. The fact that you can buy a $3,000 gun and dink an opponent, while I can buy a $500 pistol and penetrate your helmet. I don't think the M4 should be able to one-shot headshot at close range. As CTs, you are already giving the advantage of defending, but Valve needs to interact more with the community and find a good balance. This falls in line with the op. The Op is one of the snipers in CSGO, but Valve kinda just nerfed it out of nowhere with the movement speed being lowered, and it's very hard to outpeak other Oppers who are already holding an angle. A while back it was rumored that Valve was going to be adding a third sniper rifle available for terrorist side only that would be a mix between the Scout and the Op, allowing a pretty quick movement speed and also a good amount of damage. This later became known as the R8 revolver. I'm just kidding, but I just don't see how adding something so huge without testing it. CSGO definitely needs a testing environment. Just look at games like Battlefield 4 where an unbalanced, very broken game has been turned completely around to one of the best arcade shooters. The last thing that I wanted to touch on are the servers for CSGO. There really is no excuse. I have no filter in saying that they are utterly abysmal. They are still on 64 tick when the game supports 128. They have improved since 2014 when I started playing, from when they were lagfest and often just randomly shut it down. They could be improved. Valve has made so much money from CSGO. There is no reason that the general public should have to play on these subpar servers. CSGO is a game I love. It is my most played game on Steam. But it's time, Valve, to get more involved with the community or completely abandon it. This halfway between market is only hurting people who enjoy the game. Anyway, there are some things I just want to stay silent on, like the jumping accuracy, because I feel like it's mostly luck and randomness. But I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on it. Give me a like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't. I'll be publishing more videos for you guys soon, so stay tuned for that. You guys have an awesome day, and remember, stay creative, guys.